review for the open note quiz. Excuse me. So, first off, we have three functions, a quadratic and two linear. F plus h, we're going to just add f. So x squared plus 2x minus 3. And we're going to add h, which is x plus 7. When you do that, we're just going to combine like terms. So x squared has no friends. 2x plus x is 3x. And 7 minus 3 is positive 4. F of x again. So x squared plus 2x minus 3 minus. But remember, when we plug g in, we got to put it in parentheses so that we can distribute the negative to both places. So it's still going to be x squared, there's no other squares, but it's going to be 2x minus 3x. And the important part here is the minus 3 plus 5, which is going to be plus 2. Now g times h, so that's just 3x minus 5 times x plus 7. And then we FOIL or distribute. So 3x squared plus 21x minus 5x minus 35. Combine like terms, then we get 3x squared plus 16x minus 35. Okay, this is as simple as it looks. You're literally just going to write 3x minus 5 over x plus 7. But you're not done yet. This is one part of the answer. Now you have to set the denominator equal to 0, find out what it cannot be. And remember, very, very, very important, you must put the slash through the negative. So this and this are your complete answer. Okay, now composition. We're going to put f, remember we're going this way. We're going this way. So we're putting f into g. So remember, g is 3 times x minus 5. But we're going to put f in there. So x squared plus 2x minus 3. And then we're going to distribute the 3 inside there. So we're going to get 3x squared plus 6x minus 9 minus 5. Join like terms, we get 3x squared plus 6x minus 14. Now we're going to put g of x into itself. So again, it would be 3x minus 5, but we're taking the x out and putting 3x minus 5 in there, and then distributing. So that's going to be 9x minus 15 minus 5, join like terms, 9x minus 20. Now for this one, we're going to plug, it's multiple choice, but we're going to do the work. We're going to plug 5 into f. So that's going to be 5 squared plus 2 times 5 minus 3. And then we're going to do negative 2 into h. So that's going to be negative 2 plus 7. We're adding those together. So 5 squared is 25 plus 10 minus 3. So 25 plus 10 is 35. Minus 3 is 32. Plus 7 minus 2 is 5. That leads us to 37. Okay, again, we're going this way. So we're going to plug negative 9 into h. So h is x plus 7. And that gives us negative 2. Now we're going to take that number and put it into f. So that's going to be negative 2, careful here, squared is going to be a positive number, remember that. Plus 2 times negative 2 minus 3. So that's going to give us 4 minus 4 minus 3. 4 minus 4 is 0. Minus 3 is negative 3. Okay, find the inverse of these for number 9 and 10. So I'm just going to make another XY table. And here's how simple it is. You're literally just going to write all the y's in x. 6, 0, negative 4, negative 6, negative 6, negative 4, 0, and 6. Ran out of room. And then you're going to put the x's over here. Negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? Now, when you look at that, we're trying to see if that's if the inverse of the function or not. Well, if you look carefully, there are a lot of things that tell you no. For example, does 6 give you negative 3, or does 6 give you positive 4? Does 0 give you negative 2, or does it give you 3? Does negative 4 give you this or this? Negative 6. Each of these has more than one output. And basically what you have here is, this is a parabola, and this is a sideways. And so it would fail the vertical line test all over the place. All right. Here, we're just going to do the same thing, except we're going to write it a little bit differently. So we have the point 4, negative 2. And then we have the point 5, negative 2. And we have the point 2, negative 5. This is the inverse. That's a pretty nice brace. So that's the inverse, and it is a yes, because there is no input that has more than one output. Okay, write the inverse. So, first step is we're going to make this into y. I'm just going to write right over it. Now what we do is we change x and y. So x equals negative 3y minus 4. Now I'm going to solve for this y. So I'm going to add 4. X plus 4 equals 3y, negative 3y. And so my answer is, my inverse is x plus 4 over negative 3. Okay, so the inverse function, we want to write it out, is negative 1/3 x minus 4/3. Now, if you're trying to graph that with the y-intercept, it's going to be kind of a pain, but here's the nice trick to it. So first off, let's just graph negative 3x minus 4. So that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, right there. That's going to have a negative 3 slope. So up 3, left 1. Up 3, left 1. Up 3, whoops. Left 1, down 3, right 1. And I can draw a straight line through that. Like so. So that's my first line. Now, those points that I just put on there, it's very easy to do this. Just all, you can use your calculator, use your table. I got negative 2, positive 2, negative 1, negative 1, 0, negative 4, 1, negative 7, and so forth. And 2, negative 10. Okay? To find the inverse, I just switch y and x, x and y. So this is going to be 2, negative 2, negative 1, same point. Sorry, that should be negative 4. Negative 7, positive 1, and negative 10, positive 2. So when I go to graph those, 2, negative 2. We know the 1, negative 1 is going to double over. Negative 4, 0. That should be right here, sorry. And negative 10, 2. Now I draw my line. Like so. There's my inverse line. Okay? And we can add, arrows here to make them lines. So there you go. Now, is the inverse a function? Well, yes, it is, because it's just a linear function. Now, remember, we can also use our calculator for this. Double check our work, and it does not hurt to do this. So, we go to y equals. We're going to clear out whatever we have in here. And we're going to put our first function in of negative 3x. Remember the gray negative key, 3x minus 4. Then we hit graph. There's our line. We go to our table, second table, and there's a bunch of points. Now I go back to y equals, and I go down here, and I can put in negative 1 divided by 3 x, negative 1/3 x, minus 4 divided by 3, hit graph. Looks just like what we just drew. Go to my table, and there's my points. Obviously for y2, I'd want to use only the ones with the whole numbers, or the ones we use off the table there, very easily. Okay, next one. X squared minus 3. This is going to be your basic parabola. Just drop straight down. So I'm going to use my graphing calculator for this one. Clear out what I've got. I'm going to go x squared, whoops, I'm going to do that, x squared minus 3. Nope, minus 3. I'm going to hit graph. Now I'm going to go to my table and get some points. Now, I'm going to go down here because those are great points right there. Negative 3, 6. And negative 2, 1. And 0, negative 3. 1, negative 2. 2, 1. 6, sorry, 3, positive 6. And I'm going to graph those. So negative 3, 6. I only want one of those. We're just picking up everything. Negative 2, 1. Zero, negative 3. My vertex. 1, negative 2. Oh, sorry. Negative 2, 1. 1, negative 2. 2, 1, and 3, 6. Whoops, 2, 1. Not 1, 1. 2, 1, and 3, positive 6. I also obviously missed negative 1, negative 2. So that's another point. And there's my parabola. Looks a little bit more like a V, an absolute value, but there's my parabola. Now, my inverse function, very easy. Before I even solve for it, I can just do this. I'm just going to switch spots. 6, negative 3, 1, negative 2, negative 3, 0, negative 2, 1, 1, 2, 6, 3. Okay? So, 6, negative 3, 1, negative 2, negative 3, 0, negative 2, 1, 1, 2, 6, 3. And here's my inverse graph right there. Is that a function? No, it is not. Okay, so to technically find the inverse, again, we make this y equals. We're going to swap it out. So we're going to say x equals y squared minus 3. Add 3 to both sides. x plus 3 equals y squared. And then to find y, we're just going to square root both sides. Now remember, it's very important though, you must write plus or minus the square root of x plus 3. If you don't do that, if you only type in the square root of x plus 3, you would actually only get this section of the graph. The minus gives you this section down here. And I want to show you that on the calculator. I already have these entered to save time. So there's x squared minus 3. There's the square root of x plus 3 and negative x plus square root of x plus 3. You'll see as it graphs the inverse in two separate parts. Here you go. Here's the parabola. Here's the positive. And now here's the negative. And again, you can go to your table and get all the points you need. Okay, last few here. So, we'll start off by doing the actual inverse first. So there's y. We're going to switch them. X equals y cubed plus 2. We're going to subtract 2 and get y cubed. And now, what do we do to undo that? We're going to cube root both sides. So the cube root of x minus 2. Now, we'll come back to our calculator. We're going to go to y equals. We're going to clear out everything we have in here so far. And we're going to go back to y1. Sorry, y1. And we're going to put in x, nope, not what I meant to do, x to the power of 3, remember, come back down, plus 2. Now we're going to hit graph. Okay? And we're going to do second graph and get some points on there. And obviously we're not going to be able to graph negative 25, so we're going to start at negative 2. I'm going to do negative 2, 6, negative 1, 1, 0, 2, 1, 3, and 2, 10. That's a 2 there. Sorry. Okay? Now, for the inverse, we're just going to do 6, negative 2, 1, negative 1, 2, 0. We're just switching x and y, which is how we started this problem, actually. And there you go. Now we're going to graph these. So, negative 2, 6. Sorry, that should be a negative 6. My mistake. I don't know what I was thinking. That's a negative 6 right there. That's a negative 6 right there. So, negative 2, negative 6. Right here. Negative 1, positive 1. 0, 2. That's where it crosses over. 1, 3, and 2, 10. And then we just draw our snake-like figure right there, try to hit the dots, which I didn't do very well. And now we're going to do our other one. So negative 6, negative 2, 1, negative 1, 2, 0, where it crosses over, 3, 1, and 10, 2. And then here's our sideways snake, east, west. Okay. Is that a function? Yes, it is. And again, the calculator, we'll go back to y equals, and we can put in here in y2, remember, we go to math, and we go to cube root number 4, and we just type in x minus 2. And there it comes. And as we said, you can go to second table and get those points. And just look for the whole number ones. Okay? Like so. There's negative 6, negative 2, and so forth. Okay? Easy enough. Okay, now verify that these are inverses. Okay? This is very simple. We're just going to plug them into each other. Okay? So we're going to plug this whole cube root, in here. So we're going to say the cube root of x minus 5 cubed plus 5. Well, the cube root cubed undoes that, so we end up with x minus 5 equals 5. Sorry, my bad. X minus 5 plus 5. Those cancel, giving us x. That's what we want. Now, we're also going to take this and plug it in here. So we have the cube root of x cubed plus 5 minus 5. Well, those cancel, which leaves us the cube root of x cubed. That cancels each other. That's x. So, yes, they are inverses. And that's it.